Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's time to do some supports.
Just look at this place. It's so beautiful, I believe I should take a nap and enjoy it properly.
Linhardt, lost in thought, I see. Unacceptable. Are you not aware that a noble's duty is to be ever vigilant?
Rest increases alertness. Is there something I can do for you, Ferdinand?
Well, I was just passing by, and I thought I could give you a little advice. You always seem to be napping. Why not spend your free time doing something productive?
Easier said than done, Ferdinand. I'm afraid I suffer from a constitution that tires easily.
Some training will remedy that. Let us work on that today. I will train you myself. Arise, Linhardt. The righteous path of the noble lies before you.
You're always giving it your all, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Is there something wrong with that?
Of course not. In fact, I rather enjoy your demeanor. You go all out even when others wish you wouldn't. You work hard, inspire the admiration of others, and your dignity as a noble is beyond reproach.
I consider it my mission to serve as a guide and a model for other members of the nobility.
As capable as you are striking. Next to you, I am a mere infant.
Oh, you are far too kind. Although I do work hard each day to achieve all of which you speak.
You've mastered all the important noble skills. You drink tea, talk about how great you are, ride horses.
Indeed. I went for a ride earlier today.
Is that so? You'll have to tell me about it sometime when I'm not walking away.
Where are you going?
I must get some sleep, being the infant that I am. Farewell for now, Ferdinand, oh noble among nobles.
Noble among nobles? Seems a bit much. Did he say get some sleep? Hey, wait!
Man. Ferdinand is so frickin' dense. It's hilarious. Oh.
Ah, you have arrived at just the right time. Care for one of these handmade treats?
My goodness, Ferdy. When did you become such a talented confectioner?
Oh, Dorothea, I am hardly an expert.
Nevertheless, you have managed to make some tasty-looking treats.
Well, it is the first time I have tried my hand at it. Honestly, there were several unsuccessful attempts preceding this batch. I made these pastries to solve that riddle you gave me. The reason you despise me.
Oh?
You said I was like a bee. The bee is a dutiful worker, just as I am. But the bee inherits a capacious home, with a wealth of honey. Similarly, I inherited my fortune. I did not receive it as a reward for my labor. I surmised that perhaps you'd feel differently about me if I earned something all on my own. That was my plan, to emulate your transformation from desperate pauper to successful songstress.
All on your own? Did you renounce your nobility? Give away your riches?
No, I made these. I obtained all the ingredients on my own, without anyone's help.
You mean, you got the sugar and the flour?
Yes. To earn the flour, I worked in the fields. To earn the sugar, I carried a merchant's wares.
Who did the cooking? You?
Naturally. I took on some extra chores in exchange for use of the kitchen at night.
I have to admit, that's impressive. Hey, it looks like you had a bit of an accident. Is your hand okay?
I burned myself a little while
His
I
hand
was
is in a
baking.
glove.
Nothing to worry about.
Nonsense. That burn will scar you, know. Come on, let's get you to the infirmary.
Wait, Dorothea! You have yet to try my treats.
You should be fine now, Ferdy. Big shot nobles have to treat their bodies with care just like the rest of us.
There you go again. Noble this, noble that. Though you did say it with less disdain than usual.
Nothing gets past you. As it were, I may have reconsidered you a little.
You have reconsidered me? Finally! Just as I had hoped, we are becoming friends. Now then, I propose that we...
I only said I reconsidered a little. And you still haven't figured out why I said you're like a bee. Which is funny, because you look like a bee right now. Bye!
Correct.
I am still a bee. A completely mystified bee.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of sad that I assume that the direction the support is going is that at the end she'll be like, ah, you're fine. I like you now. Which I think she should just stay hating him. I think it would be more true to both of their characters, but whatever.
I do believe a nap is in order.
Ah, this is lovely. Just feel that breeze.
Dorothea, whatever are you doing here?
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is lounging in my spot already. Taking a nap in public like this? Really, Lynn. The nobles look down on such behavior.
You do know I am of noble birth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You never do act very noble, though. Why is that?
Each person must follow their own way. This is how I prefer to live. Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers no warmth on a cold night.
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well, most nobles are... oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools. Yes, they are fools. As for myself, my father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us. For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there is discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire. And so pride serves no good purpose in politics either. So tell me, what use is it?
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat unavoidable. The Minister of Domestic Affairs is in charge of all civil officials, so if they just give in easily, their subordinates would lose respect, right? I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then you aren't fit to lead. Also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way of living your life.
If you lack charm, nobody will give you a second glance.
Right, which means more time for napping.
Lynn, you can't really believe what you're saying, can you?
Well, he's got it all figured out. More time for napping. Yeah. Sounds good. Alright, so we haven't really taken a close look at Miss Flane, our newest recruit. I looked a little bit last episode, but... So she's got... Restore already, but no physics, so she sucks. That's... I don't know, I'm just kidding. Maybe. Alright, so she can't even... She's already in an intermediate class, but... Oh, never mind, it's just on a different page. Okay. But she's only... Oh, no, she's level 11. But I thought it said she was level 1 earlier. Maybe I misread. Okay, so that's cool. I don't think... Let's see. I don't think I have any seals. Oh, well, I have the Dark Seal for Hubert, but, Oh, I do have an intermediate seal. And she actually could be a Pegasus Knight. Interesting. Well, unfortunately, her strength just does not justify that at all. But... Well, not so much here either. Oh, she gets taller if she's a warlock, I think. Maybe it's just the dress makes her look taller. Anyway, eventually, hey, she's already got flying. So she'll have a head start being... Oh, no, never mind. You gotta be a rider for the... Oh, jeez. Alright, well... Where's my flying magic class? Dang it. Never mind. Alright. In any case, we got another healer, which makes me feel a little bit silly for pushing both Dorothea and Hubert to learn healing, but what can you do? What can you do? Does she need anything in her inventory? So she's got level 2 lance prowess, but like no strength. So she's not really gonna be able to do damage. So she really needs to unlock that like lance skill, or just ignore lances and go for reason. Okay. Well, that's well and good. I guess we can go ahead and store that. Try to keep it with her. Let's see. Might as well do this. Oh, and we can assign her a battalion. We still have the same access to the same set of battalions. Kind of weird. That never like changes. I wanted to see. Do I have any weapons that want for repairing? Her iron bow is getting there, but I could probably survive another battle. Iron lance. Well, she's got 2. So I think I need to trade some weapons around. I had... Yeah, but I'll worry about that later. Convoy... Alright, and we can't repair those yet. Or no, we need to forge them? Is that what it was? Yeah. Okay. So nothing to do there. Alright. So here we have some... I don't know what these green check marks, how they're going to manifest themselves, and whether you have to explore or something in particular to see them, or... Oh, they're still, like... They're going on the whole time, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, that's good to know. Fishing tournament. Alright, yeah, we'll explore. What's up, Sothis?
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Really? Him? How threatening can he be? Yeah, but I mean, apparently we think Yuritsa was responsible for kidnapping Flayn, so I mean, in that respect, certainly they infiltrated the teachers' ranks. Although I will say, before I get started on talking to people, I will say that I think that I can't tell whether the game intends for there to be some ambiguity about whether Yuritsa is actually responsible, or whether the game it's doing that thing where, like, it doesn't, you know, like, show you the conclusion as solidly as it wants you to draw it, if that makes sense. Like, this is something that happens fairly commonly in, you know, in games where they have like a certain path or a trajectory that they want to draw with the, you know, the plot or the sequence of events, and they, rather than really making it clear, like, yes, this is definitely what happened, or this makes sense, or whatever, they just sort of have the characters get together and say, well, this must be it, or this is the case, or whatever, even though it's not really definitive, and then you just kind of have to go along with it. I'm hoping that's not what they're doing here. I'm hoping that before that comes to a head, there'll either be more evidence, or it'll turn out he didn't do it, or something, because, you know, we didn't see any immediate sign of him. All that happened was that his room had a secret passageway, but like he could have been abducted. We don't know. So, anyway.
Having a fishing tournament before the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. At first I couldn't figure out what they were thinking. But the fish are especially tasty this time of year, so I don't question it anymore. Have you had any, Professor? You'd better eat up before it's all gone.
Okay. I'll get right on that. Wait, is this? Not my room. How do I... Ugh. They live next to... I mean, I guess... I don't know which house you're gonna pick. You probably keep your room in the same place no matter what.
Let me see.
Ugh. Camera. What's up, Bernie?
Hi, Professor. Want to know something?
Sure.
Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch?
Is that even true? Let's find out.
Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that. You're pretty sure, right?
No, I definitely would not. Bergleeds is Casper's house, right? Oh no. God, why does this keep happening? Second, Cynthia. Occurs to me, I should have just taken like the same route through the monastery every time.
Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to travel that far. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor.
I suppose that's true.
What? 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 What?
Yay, XP. Going into your students' rooms gives you XP. We are teaching ourselves the right lessons.
Let's see. Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Elmira is, but it's still pretty big. Travel? I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess.
I doubt any of this stuff is his,
I don't know.
but whatever. Let's just.
I don't.
Well, I know who the How to Be Tidy belongs to. Okay. Oh, is that how you get to the second floor directly? Oh, fascinating. That makes total sense. I've just never taken that path before, and I'm not going to now either, but at least now I know it exists. It's more than I could have said 5 minutes ago. Fishing tournament, yes. I'm going to talk about the fishing tournament?
Professor, as Seteth told you, we're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need. staff and student alike. I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities. I do enjoy a spot of fishing, though. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Okay.
No, that doesn't...
This is...
Let's see.
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing. My older brother used to take me out. Why don't you give it a try too? They say we can eat whatever we catch.
I'm sure I will. Why does nobody want these things?
Sometimes it's nice to dangle a fishing line and let your mind wander. I'd love to spend some time lounging around by a scenic river or lake.
I guess the pond doesn't count.
Someone
Take something! Do it! Arrgh.
Professor. Holding such a frivolous and downright ridiculous event so close to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? It's absolutely absurd. Although, they did say we could eat whatever we catch. I'm a sucker for a good meal. I just couldn't resist.
Okay.
No. 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 No.
Take something, you.
No.
Welcome to the monastery fishing tournament. You look confused. Didn't Seth tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame. I have a favor to ask.
Okay.
It's not mine.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Buff. Wait, now I can talk to him
Are
again?
you taking part in the fishing tournament? Let's put your skills to the test. Whoever can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
Alright. Oh, man.
Are you taking part as well? Why
Oh
don't we
my
have some
gosh,
fun
here
with
we
this?
go.
A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor.
I'm gonna have to go buy like 1,000,000 bait and stuff. Gosh.
Oh, so you're taking part. How would you feel about a little friendly competition?
Is it
Catch
already
the
a
same kind of
competition?
fish as me and we'll compare the two. Biggest wins.
Great. Glad we got that settled. I'm gonna guess that Bernadetta is not gonna participate in the fishing tournament. I'm gonna have to go talk to her again.
Oh, you're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
Whoa. Raphael is a star fisher.
That is... That isn't my...
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
Oh boy.
What's that? What's that?
Yes. I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other?
Literally every
We
student.
will both
Oh
have
my
catching of the
gosh.
same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay? This is not...
Oh, I already tried to give that to you like 3 times,
This is
but...
This is... This is...
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
But they haven't been biting.
I didn't think of that. The truth is right in front of me. Just kidding. As though a fish is smart enough to be afraid of me.
This guy's like basically like personality is just dad joke.
Will you be taking part 2, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
Wouldn't be a problem. Oh! Alright. He's not up on current trends, apparently.
What a shame. It is not the type I was hoping for.
What isn't? Oh, I guess... Let's see.
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition.
Yeah.
I just caught this fish here. Why don't you try catching a bigger one of the same type?
Oh my gosh. Stuff. Alright. Onward.
Do you have time for a request?
Sure. Alright, but what do you have to report?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Oh.
Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Someone who is skilled with a bow. I mean, that could be Claude, but I guess it could be Bernadetta.
That's right.
Or Leonie, or somebody else in that house. Maybe. Hey, do you guys sell anything that isn't just like gifts? Crap like that?
Come again.
Just gonna be the same stuff.
Hello there.
When do we get to buy like goods?
Return soon, please.
Stand by. We get to buy good weapons. And maybe it's after the time skip or something.
When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face, you know it is almost time for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fodlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Myrden.
Okay.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan. But
I
after
did know
the
that.
Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
How could you...
Well, you tried baking.
How could you...
You really ought to be particular about fashion, but...
Hello there. Indeed.
Looks up to knights.
I received a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
Wait, but it's not the Battle of the Eagle, Lion, and Deer.
Okay.
Into the dining hall. Closely related to a knight. Huh. Training their muscles. Okay. That one... I wonder if there's like a pattern of like Raphael was standing here multiple different times, and now there's like a clearly Raphael item. I wonder if if you pay close enough attention to where you pick this stuff up, you'd be like, oh, this person was there last time, and they must have left the Harvest Festival. No. Be back.
Why are they having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? You're not condoning this, right? Are you? Someone lost.
He looks up to mercenaries though, but not knights. Right, Raphael.
Oh, let's
Here,
see.
have your burlap sack of rocks.
Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this.
Yeah. The visual on that is absurd. It's just like a sack of rocks, and he's like, "Oh, I can't believe I dropped. Like, how did I misplace that?" It's like lugging it around.
Good to see you, Professor. I was just on.
All right. Oh, this way. This area. In particular. And this leads to... Oh, now we're back up above the dormitories. Okay. Layout is a little hard for me to keep straight in my head. I got some of it down, but other parts not so much. Go over there in a second. I don't think there's ever anything in the amiibo gazebo. I mean, I guess there could be something back here some of the time. I don't know that there ever has been. And then... Does this go through on this side? Yeah, I guess it... What was that? Restbug treasure? Treatise. Oh, here, now we're in the T area. Like, I can't even, like, figure out the right way to, like, do all this stuff without missing a spot.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest. After graduating, we'll enter into noble society, which means contending with all the intrigues and dramas that entails. I want to just postpone life for a bit. Fish, nap under a tree, skip out on lectures, and... well, not your lectures, of course, Professor.
Of course. Naturally.
It's not mine.
Not though.
Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding it.
Alright, that makes sense. How did I not figure that one out before? Skilled hunter. That probably belongs to Leonie.
Hello.
Hey! The Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yaritza. He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
Alright, that's a good sign. We're not just jumping to conclusions here. Keeping an open mind at the meta level, if not individual characters.
A fishing tournament, huh? Sounds fun, but not as fun as reeling in the ladies.
Jesus, dude.
Just kidding, of course. The most important thing right now is preparing for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game.
Ugh.
Everyone has their own reason to fight. At least I'm honest about mine.
Actually, I mean, I guess... no.
Flayn and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Yes, quite.
Did you want something?
I guess not. Hey, this isn't roped off. Still can't go up then.
So it is.
I need a favor.
Alright.
Hey!
So where else do we want to go? Up here, to the right, and then back across and go down through classroom areas. Okay.
Yep.
Is there not actually any way to get through into the area? I guess there isn't. Less open than it looks.
A moment, please.
Doing down here.
Oh.
Here. And this just leads back into here where Linhart was.
Fishing? No thanks. I tried it once and ugh, gross. I don't even really like to eat fish, let alone catch and gut them. Besides, who can think about fishing right now? The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
Of course. We're gonna destroy them.
That's the spirit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Man, there's so much of this stuff. So many lost items. Why can't people keep track of their stuff? It's embarrassing what it is.
Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it. A lost item. A lost... A lost... A lost...
Eh. I guess Petra might write letters a lot. Just because she's, you know, so far from home. She doesn't really mention anything that I can recall.
Sedith, that stubborn goat. Holding a fishing tournament now? Just last month he looked like death warmed over.
Well, excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
Okay.
What's this? What's this?
Devious Tactics seems like it'd be something for Claude. Can't give him stuff. I cannot. Alright, so this is leading back to... oh, and all that stuff. Wait, how do I get to... oh, I've already been there, never mind. Okay, at this point, let's just go here, I guess. I do wonder how well some of this stuff is going to hold up on repeat playthroughs. Am I going to really want to scour the monastery again for all the lost items? I mean, I guess if you want to recruit certain characters into your house, you might have to in order to get enough support points.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
We? Are they related or something? I don't remember anything about that coming up.
I know nothing about... That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Alright. Got one.
I know nothing...
That's so.
Lots of talking to be had here. All of the talking.
Of course. The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
White.
I have something to ask of you. Flane has been through an awful lot this past month. To make up for that, I have decided to give her whatever she wants. I asked her what she would like, and she expressed a desire for a feast of fish. Since I am sure the students would be interested, I have decided to hold a fishing tournament here at the monastery. I have left all of the specifics to Shamir. Please, enter and put in your best effort.
Okay, so what was maybe I was supposed to use the bulletin board to fast travel here or something. I could hear that first. Whatever.
I'm sorry to...
Oh, this is there.
Yes. How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here.
No.
I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay? Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much. I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
Sure you won't. Mr. Never Has Any Hearth probably can't be recruited because you're gonna die during the time skip. I believe you. Not. Oh, that's not.
I don't know if you've heard, but Flane is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her. If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal.
Well, I mean, didn't we talk about this last month? Anyway, she's basically the, like, much nicer, much safer version of River Tam from Firefly, and Seteth is Simon. So, and if we extend that analogy, then he definitely shouldn't let you do anything. I know this is what he wants to hear, but you really should leave her alone.
I dislike it, but I agree.
Oh.
The time I would spend begging him and accomplishing nothing would be better spent on other research.
Interesting. Well, I like it when I don't have to, like... Well, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say, I like it when I don't have to, like, pick the answer that I think that they want to hear in order to get a thing. But then again, what I really want to do is just pick, like, quote-unquote the right answer. And once I know what they're, like, what they're going to do, then what am I trying to say? Like, if I play through again, right, then I'll know that that's what he wants, and then so then I'll be like, oh, well, I should pick this answer because that'll get the heart. So it's kind of like problem either way.
I'm not sure.
I'm sure you write stuff down.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
Turns out. Ah, yeah, I'll help you out. I mean, this is true, but I'll be there, so it'll be fine.
I'm not going to let him get the better of me again. No, that's not mine.
What?
I hope you find the owner.
What? Come on.
No, that... No.
Oh,
No.
what? What? What?
No.
What?
No.
Oh, man, Wallow, I swear.
Really?
Never anything going on here. Well, I mean, you can come read the books, of course.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. I don't know why this is called the common room. It seems like rather off the main path, or to be a common room. Alright, so we did this, we just haven't done the cathedral. Oh my god, I can't believe the how to be tidy thing isn't Manuela's. What a bunch of crap!
After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself.
This guy's
It's a
got some
three-way
crazy
battle,
eyes.
So you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are.
I don't think it's going to be a
Great
problem.
memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
Don't think it'll be an issue.
A moment, please.
Magic phasing ability to get through that door. Those poor kids, they just never stop getting lectured. It's unbelievable.
Oh, hi, Professor. Have you heard the rumor about the Goddess Tower? Well, there's an annual ball here the month after next, during the ethereal moon. They say if a boy and a girl wish for something together at the Goddess Tower on that night, the goddess herself will grant it. I don't know where the rumor started, but it's a great story, isn't it?
So the goddess is some kind of sexist? Alright. That's fine, I guess. There's just a drawing of what looks like a broken vase. Apologize, man. It's the kid. I often overhear people commenting about how strange I am. I don't really get it. Shouldn't it be expected that everyone has their own unique perspective on life? I know I'm supposed to write a letter to my brother to let him know how I'm doing, but there's nothing that I want to write about, and on top of that, it's just too much work. Tell about all the friends you don't have. Wahaha! Nobody likes you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought. It's very kind of you to be concerned, but I promise that I'm fine. I was just thinking, the Death Knight's true identity, could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
I mean, it could be.
Did you find... Oh!
Oh, cool. Alright.
Did you find...
I could have sworn I tried that already. But, whatever, we got it. Wait, what? 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 Oh, is it like... It's out and around. Okay. There's nothing in the bucket this time.
I have a favor to ask.
There's only one person who is gallant, has a charming smile, and always puts his family first. Ooh, where are you going? You're not supposed to. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Giant tree.
You there!
I assume there's nothing down here, because there usually...
Well...
Alright, looks like we have covered things appropriately. So our quests are train, battle, and give stuff to Flame, which involves fishing. Oh my gosh, it's already been an hour. What? Damn. Well... Let's, guess let's head down here and...
Professor.
Wait, what are these? What? Oh, one of them is from Eloise. Okay.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
Oh. Interesting. Would not have guessed.
I appreciate this.
Didn't even mark the quest as complete? I guess I have to go talk to her again. Yep.
My savior, thank you.
You're welcome. Floral adornment. Huzzah. Alright. I am going to fast travel back here because this is going to be the next thing I do. But I'm going to stop here. We'll do some fishing,
Professor.
I guess, next episode. Hooray. Everyone can look forward to that. Very exciting stuff. What do I have in terms of... I have 50 tournament baits. I don't know how that works exactly, but we'll find out next episode. Until then,